Hey, what's going on, everybody? I started posing what some felt was controversial uh, topics and questions on Facebook. And my hope wasn't to piss anybody off. Uh, I'm okay if I did. The people that care about me know that that wasn't my intent. But here's the deal. I started those posts and I asked those questions, made those statements because I wanted to know what people's opinions were. And I wanted my opinions to be known. I wanted people to know where I stand and I wanted to find out where other people stand. And I think that's important, especially in this day and age. So, if you care to listen more, I'm thinking of posting these videos once a week. They'll be on my Facebook and they'll also be on YouTube. I'm going to find a way to upload them on YouTube. I am not electronically savvy, and um, as you can see, this is a little rough. This is me and my iPhone in my living room. So, yeah, there's that. But here's the first thing I wanted to talk about. I think a lot of people are caught up these days in what's healthy living. What constitutes that in a modern society? And here's the thing. People were healthier 1,000 years ago, 2,000 years ago, 1,500 years ago. And that may seem like an illogical conclusion. You may think that people died in childbirth, people died from infections and wounds and things like that. And while that may be true, what I'm talking about is quality of life. I think it is unfair to justify quality of life based on longevity. Yes, humans are living longer now, but that quality of life is not what it was 2,000 years ago. At the height of the Roman Empire, people had all their needs and then they also had a lot of luxuries as well, and they were living great lives. If we study bone structure from that time period, we can see that people were much healthier than they are today. And we may have a life expectancy of 15 years longer than they did back then, but a lot of us are on medication. We're eating foods that our bodies weren't even ever intended to eat, but they're so commonplace in our society now. So that's my challenge to you all, is to understand that longevity, living a long life, isn't necessarily living a full or a good life. I'm I'm urging you, I'm encouraging you to find a way to make this life, your life, enjoyable, worthwhile, and full of experience. Uh, One of the things that I've taken away from my journey in life is that immortals are immortal because they are still talked about. Regardless if you believe in a god or whatever you believe in, energy, any of that stuff, I think what makes us immortal is when we're talked about after we're gone. What do our children say? What do our grandchildren say? What do the people after us say? Just thoughts to consider before my next post. Thanks, everybody.